And we are live.
Hi.
So, yeah, it's been a minute, hasn't it?
Yes, it have.
Welcome
Little bit.
again to another Scape Games Presents a 5th Ed Home Brew based in the Forgotten Realms. I need to reformat that because I can't read it out loud right. And specifically throughout the region of the Vast, with Ravens Bluff, the fabled city of adventurers, as our party's home base. The Arachnophobia crew invites you to join in on our sessions live Wednesdays at 6:30 non-normal people time, 7:30 normal people time, according to Drow. Come in, comment, heckle, use channel points to affect the outcomes of the game. Definitely let us know if there are any channel point options that you'd like to be able to use, because I keep needing to make them. For those of us watching this after the fact, make sure to like, subscribe, rumble, whatever's appropriate for the medium in which you found us on. And of course, if you are subscribed here on Twitch, we very much do appreciate the support. Now, with that blurb out of the way, who'd like to kick us off with what happened such a long, long time ago in a galaxy not so far away?
I think we fought some multicolored elemental type creatures that shocked us.
I'm pretty sure we were getting ready to walk into a room with a lot of big stuff in it.
Yes.
That is
It
actually-
had a tank and stuff, but I was about ready to steal the other two things off the podium.
Yeah, I think
I know that much.
basically we fought the things and got some treasure from Habib,
Mhm.
and then we walked into a place with a literal tank and motorcycle in it, and then a pile of stuff.
Don't forget we had to leash Draho like a child.
That you did.
You didn't have to. You chose to.
No, we had to. You wouldn't stop
For,
touching
for
things.
I was gonna say, for our safety, I believe it had to happen.
For legal reasons, that was a necessity, not a choice.
Also, on an unrelated note, I think you need to fix the overlay because my token is on the Saki.
Yep, I was just noticing that. All right, that should be a little better. All right. Any other thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, and/or rude remarks before we get started?
Nope.
That is surprising.
Well, think of the questions when they're relevant.
Oh, wait, I do have one. What map are we on?
We are on 010 Grand Museum.
There's some strange shapes to the right that I want to explain.
The black scribble dots
Yep.
They're blue, but yes.
with the black on my map.
Or it's too special.
So,
I know.
Let's see.
It
You
lacked
guys are currently in the starting room, which had the pedestal containing the silver scale.
That's what those are, the pedestals.
Yep.
Right.
You had the pedestal with the silver coin, and the pedestal with the curious silver key, whose head is both shaped like a heart, but also has a heart design cut into it. Did
And
you-
it's unusual. It's unusual because its place of origin mostly makes things out of bone.
Yep. And if I'm recalling correctly, you guys did take all three of those.
I did. Don't know if anyone else did.
I think we didn't touch them.
No, I specifically had Rokan take the dragon scale because he seemed to really want it. And then I purposely wanted to pick up the ring to finish reading it. As for the other one, I haven't gotten to it yet. We stopped right before I picked up the ring.
Wasn't one of them in? Was it this that had a beam of moonlight on it, or was that a different?
Yeah, it was the top one.
Yep.
Okay.
Dragon scale, wasn't it?
Correct.
Right.
And we already
If I
took
remember right, yeah. Okay.
Rokan took it. He loved it. It's probably going to go in his
I was
box.
gonna say just wait till he catches another fireball. It'll be fine.
Okay, I've got him noted for having that. Who was taking the silver coin?
I was taking the coin because I wanted to read it.
Okay. So on full reading of it, you don't actually have the capacity to read it without something like comprehend languages.
Okay, well, I want someone to read it.
I look at the coin.
Okay. It states once.
I don't hold it. I just look at it.
Okay.
Draho gets to hold it.
It states, once you were targeted by a pickpocket who later returned your purse and apologized in person before fleeing in terror. The remainder that you guys didn't catch last time is on the bottom. It states, by Targreth's will, this shall never happen again.
Ooh, keeps me from getting pickpocketed. I'm going to put that in my pocket.
Draho, go ahead and give me a history check.
I was going to say, what was did it say anything on the back?
So the back of the coin has a small barking dog. Is the symbol of a small knife encased in flame. And I believe I shared that item last time. That is not items, that is images.
25
Yeah,
history.
you did.
Flame. Nope. Knife. No. What did I name that one? When you have too many items and not... There it is. Which looks like that.
Let's see.
All right. With a 25... You would know the name Tagreth, rather. Most likely belongs to Tagreth Cormeril, Lord Tagreth Cormeril. He was known to be the grandfather of assassins, one of the highest members of the Fire Knives.
Which would be the emblem on the other side.
Correct.
Making sense so far.
Yeah, and Draho pocketed it. Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Unless someone wants to stall me. All I know is I don't get pickpocketed with it now. That's what I read.
I kind of shake my head and look at that. That leaves what? A key?
Correct.
Yeah, I'll take the key too. So far I'm on a roll, man. Everything's been coming up Draho.
All right. Do you take the papers beneath the key?
Well, yeah, if I'm going to take the key, I might as well get the paperwork.
All right.
Only an idiot doesn't follow the
and
instructions.
The papers were something about a safe deposit box or something, if I remember correctly, right?
Yep. Near as you can tell that the paperwork is to a bank safe deposit box housed in the port of Luskin. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, so I got to go deal with the Swedish to get that thing.
They weren't before, but they are now.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't they just like Norwegians or something?
I'm looking forward to the exit work.
I just want the same quality voice acting we got in Skyrim.
See, I kind of, I always figured Luskins were. I was gonna say, I always figured the Luskins were kind of the Arcadians without any humor.
They're very much the Luskin is a pirate port for all intents and purposes.
I thought they were the Viking ones.
No, that's Icewind Dale.
Oh, then I have the wrong people.
That's 10 times.
Mm-hmm. There's going to be meatballs
The
of plenty.
key is from Icewind Dale.
Swedish pirates. I'm actually interested.
Oh,
Okay.
shall we go into the big room?
Yeah.
Just as a note, Kaizen, you are currently holding the leash, yes?
Yes, he
Uh-huh.
was given the leash.
Okay.
All right. So just to recap on what you guys see in that room. Opening the door to this room, there is an air of dust. Central to the room is a large... No, that is the wrong room. Let's try this one more time. Find the right
Oh,
room.
he teases us. Oh, the narration was the wrong room.
Yes. Peering through the large archway, a set of stairs leads into a large room, central chamber, good, filled with objects that most of you have never seen before. A massive metal contraption housing many metal wheels at its base and a long extending tube that pokes out from a protrusion on its top side seems almost reminiscent of your armored wagon, but taken to a ludicrous degree. A smaller metal device with two wheels stands leaning against a small metal rod. And finally, another large metal monstrosity seems to be amassed in parts.
I just noticed the sort of claw on the back.
Mm-hmm.
That's not concerning at all.
No, not at all.
Or how about the razor blade?
Rahu can't move that far.
Oh, right.
You're on a tether. Down, boy.
I was about to say, what do you mean? I should have enough movement.
To be fair, we kind of don't want you in the room yet. So
That's unfair.
I'm gonna.
All right, well, this
Are
is all very
those-
fascinating.
I'm gonna kind
Are
of
those stairs going down or up?
The
Just
stairwells,
doorways?
from where you're going in, it's going down into this room. The ones on the north, south, east, and west are going up, and the alternate archways in the corners appear to be going down.
Lovely.
Are the archways mysteriously blue?
They are not.
It's a trap. I'm gonna examine the nondescript wagon contraption.
I don't really know what I'm expecting to find because I have no idea what any of this is since I'm not an artificer, but I would also like to investigate.
Okay. Overall, you're talking about the one in the lower right, right?
I'm talking about the one on the left.
The left? Okay.
It's the first thing I see, so I go, ooh.
Yep. So as you get up to it, you notice that it is nothing but metal. There do seem to be some softer spaces that it's made of something that you feel doesn't truly belong here. Like you've never really seen it before.
Okay.
But you do notice kind of a port wheel on the top.
I'm going to climb up
Okay.
and see if I can open it.
All right. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
Okay. Okay. 22.
Okay. It takes a bit of effort, but eventually you grind through the rust that's holding it. And it just squeals heavily as you do so. Turns all the way right, and then you're able to kind of begin lifting it, and it pops open its little doorway inside.
Okay. Kind of take one of my torches, ever burning torches, sort of put it inside. What do I see?
A very small metal room with a variety of like small buttony protrusions all around its internals. There looks to be a forward space on it that you can crawl into, and then also a seated spot that sits under a metal tube that comes down.
Okay. Is there any are there any objects in it, or is it just empty?
Just empty.
Okay. This thing is weird, guys.
Pull levers, see what happens. Press buttons.
Sure, I pull a lever.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Natural 20.
Okay. As you do so, it grinds its way down, but you do so with very little effort to it. It clicks into place, but there doesn't seem to be any reaction.
I think it's broken.
Try turning it on.
Sure, I'll get on that because I'm quite familiar with this contraption and know exactly how it works.
Well, if you guys will give me a little bit of leash space, I'll figure it out.
How about we don't do that and say that we didn't? All right, I'll close the hatch.
I'm gonna check
right.
out whatever
I'm
this
gonna-
thing is.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check. All right. With a 15, as you're kind of pushing your way through the various different bits, it does look to be some sort of seated contraption. 2, maybe 3 seats available at one point, but maybe more. Some that could have been ripped out of their spots. This looks like it's been mangled in some sort of heavy combat. You do notice a space that looks almost like a pot-bellied stove furnace. Do you open it?
I will use the end
Draw
of my
hope.
staff.
Okay. So as you open that, you see this small, odd-looking coin that seems to have kind of a variety of skulls as its face.
That doesn't seem ominous or anything.
I think I know what you're going for here.
If do I recognize any of the markings on it? Can I history or something?
You do enough dealings with devils, sure.
Yo, Lephistus, what is this?
With a 22, you have a feeling that that is probably a soul coin.
Cool. That doesn't sound good at all.
Have you ever dealt out of character with a soul coin?
No.
Okay.
I'm Googling it now.
Sure. So they're roughly 5 inches across worth of coin, about an inch thick, and minted from infernal iron. Weighs about 1/3 of a pound and is inscribed in infernal writing and has the bits of skull kind of engraved into it. Each coin actually holds a soul within it. Each soul has its own story. Each soul can either tell you things or be used in alternate ways. And with a 22, you know that one is to empower demonic war engines.
Come again, I didn't catch that last bit.
One way is to empower demonic war engines.
Got it. Do I know whether they're safe to handle?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. I guess I'll go ahead and pick it up.
All right.
Fancy you.
Kedro, are there any signs or placards or anything in this room?
Oddly, there are not. Seems
And
to just kind of be a large metal item storage space.
Okay. And I did not hear all the discussion. Were the stairwells blue?
They are not.
Okay, so nothing is blued out.
Correct.
Are we able to see are there doors at the tops of the stairs? Or are they open archways?
All of them are open archways except for the one in the lower right.
Is that one blue?
It is not. Let's see, that is southeast. Where are you at?
So can Ark see through the arch?
Yeah, basically, if we do a circuit of the room, would we be able to see what lies on the other side of the arches and the stairs as we go around the perimeter?
To an extent, yes. So the southeast one, the archway to that room is perhaps the most puzzling. Slabs of wood barricade the passage from this side. Nailed, reinforced, and layer over layer over layer, from what you can see from this side of the archway, has been placed to bar the entry here.
That's the lower right.
Correct.
Well, that's either something we want to check out, or very much don't want to check out.
I'm going to say right now, very much don't. It was barricaded for a reason.
Yeah, because it has something we want.
I think they'd
Okay.
get someone using something more stronger and then blink. But let's survey the rest of the room.
Okay.
So let's just start clockwise.
Northeast. Within that room, there are numerous relics of a varied nature kind of piled on shelves, stand, and held in curio cabinets. Arc is at northwest. The archway to that room is filled with kind of an air of dust. Kind of just around the corner in there, central to that room, is a large table surrounded by 7 chairs. And from the angle that you're at, you can just make out that in the middle resides a small, curious frogmouth purse.
Of course, there'd be 7 chairs.
East room. So much scrolling. Central, western, eastern. Peering through the east archway, the small room inside is abuzz with electrical current that seems to be traversing itself across 3 large metallic nodules placed one on each of the 3 adjacent walls to the archway. Central to that chamber holds a large well-like protrusion. Western room. Looking into this room, it seems to be utterly devoid of light beyond just the first few feet. A singularly depthless blackness removes any sense that there is much of anything beyond about that foot, beyond the foot of a doorway.
Even with my torchlight.
Correct.
Interesting.
Southern room. Southwest. As you approach that archway, a stale smell of decay lingers near the steps. Just inside the room contains the bones of at least 5 mostly humanoid creatures strewn about the cold stone floor. Directly across, you can see an additional door with a large, extremely lifelike giant granite face carved into it. That particular door is kind of covered in the azure blue. The southwest room. This room seems to be fairly empty, though as you kind of peer around the corner, you're able to see a single large chest sitting in the far corner. Dust and small webs are pervasive throughout the room.
Okay, so this is potentially treasure. It's also maybe giving me mimic vibes.
I'm just waiting for somebody to loosen up that leash enough that I can get at the treasure.
As kind of just hold it tighter.
Yeah, somebody's gonna slip sooner or later.
Navarre, do you think we should maybe look at the curios in this one room?
Yeah, probably should.
So upper right there?
Although given the contents of this room, I'm a little concerned about what kind of curios we have.
I, out of character, understand.
Let's
So
see. That's the northeast.
So which room was the one with the curios in it?
The northeast room.
Northeast, okay. So yeah, I will go with Misaki to check that out.
Alrighty. So on the various different shelves, stands, and curio cabinets, you see a cube made of a green glass, a wine bottle that looks to be full, a bundle of 15 arrows that look like they have strands of different colored string wound around them, a singular metallic gray stone, a golden necklace with a large ruby for its focal piece, a very tiny bag, maybe about 5-6 inches in shape, that's in the shape and color of a blue dragon's head, an ornate wooden coaster, the statue of a small dog, a small round golden trinket attached to a golden chain. And then in one corner is a crate whose open top shows a variety of colored potions.
Should we have Kibble check for traps or anything?
I don't think there would be, considering how easily we got into the rest of the other room in here. But maybe knowing what some of the stuff does would be a good thing.
That's a lot of stuff.
That is a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of other rooms to look at, but that would be a good place to have Kibble start doing Kibble.
All right, well, if everybody else wants to go check out the other rooms, I'm going to take 10 and detect magic in here.
Maybe have Kibble come in and help with you too.
Start identifying, maybe?
Yeah, I want to just validate what's magical before I start messing with anything.
Alrighty. Let's see. The cube of green glass is, the wine bottle is, the arrows are, the metallic gray stone is, the golden necklace is, the tiny bag is, the wooden coaster is, the small statue of a dog is. Yes, everything is. Everything.
Okay.
What about the shelves?
The shelves are not.
I guess
yeah.
Kibble and I will start taking the time to identify stuff.
Okay. What's everybody else doing what they're doing that?
I'm going wherever Kaizen's going.
Let's see.
Oh, while they're doing that, I'm going to
Investigate the dead bodies.
I'm going to do a quick sense for undead, unless you just want to walk in there and see if they're undead.
Well, me walking in to see if they're undead is just walking in to see if they come up to eat me.
I mean, if you want me to, I know you've got a tag along there.
Yeah. Remind me, what was in the east room?
East room.
Electricity.
The east room. That is the room that is abuzz with electrical current from the metal nodules and the well-like protrusion in the middle.
That room looks like it hurts.
Yeah.
And then this room is boarded up.
This had the board.
The western room is devoid of light almost entirely.
Mm-hmm.
The lower left room has one chest in it and lots of dust. And then the northwest room.
Table with 7 chairs.
Yep.
Right.
And where you're at with the dead bodies had a door that was blue, and I forgot what you said the door looked like.
So it is a solid granite stone door with a protrusion of a lifelike face.
Kind of interested in the chest.
Where's Kaizen going?
Kaizen's going to stand about here, so, you have a little bit of room to range around, but not enough room to get into any trouble.
Archer and a tether. So which square is the chest in?
The chest will be in that one.
Okay.
Where he is.
Kibble?
No, he was in there with Navarra doing the investigating.
I guess I'm going to check it for traps.
Okay. Give me an investigation roll.
I'm bad at those. Oh, okay. This is terrible. Probably not enough to know either way, but where is it? There we go. 12.
Does not seem to be trapped.
Locked.
Does not seem to be locked.
Gonna go ahead and open it.
Is it got a trap lock?
But does it have a locked trap?
Yeah.
So, as you begin to open it, a thunderous rumble happens amongst this portion of the complex. A massive stone fills up and crushes these 4 squares. Goodbye, pretty motorcycle.
Does it stay there?
Yep, and everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
As in, it just blocked off.
We're fighting a flump.
Well, if any character deserves to be locked in a room, it's not you.
11. He's. Oh God, no! 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 No!
Oops, I wrote.
I mean, of the characters here, I am probably the least nerfed by not having magic. But damn.
Yep, so go ahead and recalc all your stuff.
11. So anyway, my artificer's gonna be great.
Oh, come on, your art. You just rage. You'll take it out.
That is a possibility.
I'd have a better time trying to plow through the stone.
Nah, you got it.
You said 11 for your initiative?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did not roll great.
That's okay. It rolled worse. That will start us off at the top of the round with, as usual, Draho.
Great. So all I know is a rock just blocked Arcan, huh?
Yes.
And we probably can't hear anything, can we?
You cannot.
How big
Well, no,
is
if
the
it's-
rock exactly?
It is 10 foot by 10 foot and goes all the way up to the 20-foot ceiling.
So it's a pillar. A pillar came down, not a rock.
Pretty much.
Okay, is there can I look to see if there's any kind of mechanism connected to it that might lead back to a switch that will open it?
Not from where you're at.
Well, if I move up there, can I?
Potentially.
Okay.
I mean, you can attempt to.
I'm going to pull my knife and cut the rope and go over here
Okay.
and see if I can locate some way to lift this stone again. Because I'm
Alright.
not going to let Art die.
Give me an investigation check.
You know a good way to lift the stone? Having Ark out there.
Yeah, well, somebody wouldn't let me go in first and do all the nefarious stuff like he usually does.
I have reason not to trust you at the moment.
So investigation 20.
So, as you search around the stone, you find that it is entirely smooth along all the sides. There does not seem to be anything that you can do from this end.
Is it solid? Like, how durable does the stone seem?
It is one massive, large pillar of granite.
Granite. Okay, let's see. That was what was to get here. 15. I got a way we can move it, but nobody's going to like me doing it. I jump in the tank.
Okay.
Giant metal contraption versus granite. Metal wins every time, baby. I'm going to figure out how to operate it, and I'm going to run it through that granite.
All right. We'll come back to that next round.
I activate leash.
He cut the leash.
I cut the leash.
He declared that before he moved to the stone.
I mean, that would be great. Hilarious. But Kai, it is your turn.
He can activate leash now.
Icon has leash.
Well, clearly Drow is going to say, I'm going to move that stone before he jumps in it. If Kai would like to help me operate this thing, he's welcome to. But Drow is not about to leave Ark trapped behind a stone pillar with no idea what's happening.
No. Sure, I'll climb into the metal thing with him.
Okay.
I hope you know real world tanks take about 5 to 10 minutes to turn up the engine.
They also require something else, but
Like ammunition, yeah.
Don't need ammunition, just need to move it.
It has the loading property.
So, Kai, what are you doing in the tank?
Drow is currently trying to figure out how to make the thing move.
So he's mashing buttons.
Kaizen is watching Drow, and if the tank actually looks like it's going to do something, I'm going to activate leash and stop him from doing it.
All right.
I don't like that held action.
That'll bring us to Misaki.
Oh, big rock king down. Can't hear what's going on past it. Don't see a way to get through it.
There's a way to get through it. You just gotta help me get this thing running.
10 by 10, 10 by 10 block of stone. Mm-hmm. We're not going to hear noises coming through that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're about to.
I mean, we may feel a rumble.
You'll definitely hear Ark trying to get through it.
Oh, what are there for spells? Why is this being so slow?
Yes. Mysterious voice in the background.
Well, damn it. Let's go. Shoot. I'm don't know what they're doing, but I'm going to get the hell out of the way. 10, 30.
I'm going to be dead if you're going to figure out how to swivel it. Like this.
And you said that pillar was completely smooth. There was no inscribing, nothing on it. No, just
correct.
And did it come down or go up?
It came directly down.
When it came, with me being on the stair, when it came down, was there any notification that something happened right before it dropped outside?
Other than the large rumbling, not so much. And that was basically it grinding down.
Got it. So it wasn't a fast descent. We got to see it coming down.
No, it was pretty quick because it's pretty massive.
Okay.
Basically, once the release was triggered, you have multiple tons of rock just going.
Gravity took effect.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, somebody took out the one stone and the pile of gravel just came down and landed on somebody. Well, poodoo.
You can always help me get this giant metal carriage running.
I will yell back into the room now that I'm closer that Ark has been separated from us. Ark has been separated to alert Navarre and Kibble.
Okay. And that'll start us into its legendary actions. Let's have a little fun. Ark, go ahead and roll a d10.
Disintegrate ray.
You shut your face. Well, this might change my tactics for my first round. Let's go with this one. 2.
All right. This isn't going to affect you much. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
You know, now that you said that. Okay. 19.
Yep, totally right. You feel your muscles attempt to lock, and then you're just like, no.
Okay.
All right. That will bring it to your turn.
So here's the thing. Ark, being Ark, is at least going to try to take it until it proves that it's going to overwhelm him. Which I just looked at its challenge rating. Not looking good. So first I'm going to rage.
Okay.
Pull out the maul.
Okay.
And swing away because that's how I am.
All right.
These are reckless attacks because he's overconfident. Also, he doesn't really attack. Those things are going to be saving throws. So anyway, that's a let's see here. 25 to hit.
And you've removed all your magical bonuses, yes?
Did he activate his eye?
Big Eye is always open. It's always active.
Okay, so that's just the +1, so 24 to hit.
Okay. That will hit.
So yeah, I get +1 magical bonus. What? Oh, so then it would nullify the flame damage then.
Correct.
Hit it in the eye.
I can't hear you. Also, that's 14 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And again, that's even higher than my last roll. So 12 bludgeoning damage.
Let's see. Okay.
And I'm going to snarl at it because I don't realize how much danger I'm in yet.
All right. That ends your turn.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll another d10.
Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm protecting my friends. You jerks. Why did my D10 disappear?
You're bad at tracking dice?
Apparently. I'm in panic mode.
It ran away. It saw what you were fighting.
Oh, I put it back in this tray. 1.
Okay. That'll be a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Total of a 1?
No. Natural 1.
Okay. This beholder is totally your friend. He's always been your friend. He's such a nice guy.
Oh, I'm sorry for attacking you. You just hurled me.
It kind of grunts something out oddly, but for the moment, you're charmed for the next hour.
I'm sorry, you guys. You're all going to die.
No, we won't. He's got to get through the pillar. You're just
I've got to get through the pillar for him. And you know, the thing is that attacking it means that I'm attacking, so I'm going to maintain the range. He might even be so kind as to turn off the magic thing for a while.
That he might. That'll bring us to Kibble.
Kibble. Kibble, having heard that, arcs his buddy. He got to move down here and start rummaging through this for anything he can use to get through that granite.
No.
So he's going to shift for anything that might be used as maybe a chisel or anything that he can use to work the granite, because he does have a good proficiency with tools. Maybe not masonry, but he does know jewelry, so he should be competent enough to use a chisel.
Oh, he definitely is. And he does have one in his bag of holding.
Oh, he does?
Mm-hmm.
I figured. Well, is there anything here that might be better quality that he can find?
His is adamantine laced.
Oh, well, then we're going to use that.
Okay.
So that's 20, 25, 30. That's as far as he can get unless he dash. Wait, he can dash as a bonus action, can't he?
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, then he's going to dash over here.
I'm just trying to tunnel my way out. Which is
And
true.
you know what? We'll go down here and he'll start this way. And he's going to start working at that stone to see if he can, chisel out chunks of it, work it out, break it down.
Okay.
Kibble's just Ark's gonna be like, phew.
Go ahead and give him a strength check plus proficiency.
Does he do
Strength plus proficiency. Proficiency is 4, so that's a d20 plus 5.
Sounds about right.
Is it advantage or?
Yes, we'll go with that.
Sweet.
We'll say for all intents and purposes that giant slab of granite is prone. It's really just laying there.
Yeah. So 14.
All right. You do hit, considering that's a adamantine item and you're going against construction materials. That is critical damage, so 2d4 plus, we'll go with Dex on that one.
He's finessed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was looking at save. I'm like, ooh, a +8. I realized I'm looking at the wrong area. So that's +4. So you said it was 2d4 plus Dex?
Yep.
Okay, so that's 2d4 plus 4. Nice. 11 damage.
All right. Let's go ahead and wiggle that in just a bit. Make this easier to tell when we do stuff.
Yep. Skibble's going to start with a hammer and adamantine chisel working his way through this stone.
Okay, so we'll go with the eraser and go boop. So you get through about that much.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, that's still pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Is Rokam still in your bag?
He is.
Okay. Not letting him out, I'd assume?
Actually, I was going to send him to search around these rooms for anything that Gonna have him search through the cockpit and see if he can find anywhere there might be a plug of some kind to insert something, and then he's gonna go look for something to insert there.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
Because I've got Rokam basically like figure out how to start this, and I assume Rokam's smarter than me. So intelligence check.
Yep.
$17.
Okay. That's good. Go ahead and roll me a d12.
That did not go where it wanted to. One.
Okay. So he wanders around the cockpit for a little bit and then kind of looks at this odd slotted space towards the front. And then you get the picture of that in your brain. And then he backs up.
Excellent. Well, then I'm going to mentally say, search for something. What's it look like?
Basically, it's about, maybe a half an inch tall, but very thin.
I'm going to ask him to search around for something that looks like it would fit that.
Okay.
And then just send him. He's got a lot of fly speed, so just searching rooms starting from the top left and working his way around.
Okay. That'll bring us to Nivara.
All right. Nivara will run up the stairs to about here.
Okay.
Go, holy crap, there's a giant rock there.
Bull's currently chipping at it with a chisel.
Oh, it's about to get a lot smaller.
Does anyone else have adamantine weapons?
I do.
Well, I mean, on our team.
I guess we're going to see what Eldritch Blasts do against a granite pillar.
I mean, force damage is force damage.
That it is.
People's also got an adamantine dagger, so he can hand it to you and just...
Yeah, but I can do Eldritch Blast 6 times.
No, I'm talking about Drow. You know,
I've got an adamantine rapier. I could really get up in there.
20 will hit. Basically, anything over 15 is going to hit.
You had to say it.
Nice.
That, so we can keep track of this. 6, 8.
You realize, too, that with the glove, you basically have, as a bonus action, an improved magic missile.
Pretty much. All right, is that all 6?
That is all 6. So
Okay.
5 of them hit.
That is 54 damage, so we're going to say that takes out a good chunk of it.
Oh, we call it the Eldritch Gatling gun, but it's a 6 shooter.
All right. Any other movement?
No, that's good.
Okay. That brings us to the Beholder, who will not increase in size. There we go. We'll turn to face that way, so arc all of your magic turns back on.
Oh, thank you.
And then it uses its disintegration ray.
That's really cool.
Doesn't it have to roll and just throw random magic at the wall till it works?
Nope, it gets a choice on that.
That's not fair.
Yeah, if it does against an inanimate object, basically it's an auto fail. Because, objects can't move out of the way.
Yep. And takes out about that chunk of it.
Oh, I was gonna beat it down, but that works.
Brings us to the top of the round, Draho.
By the way, does that have a recharge? Or is it just
Every single round.
well, at least you didn't have me roll.
So, because obviously I don't know about the thing disintegrating its way back towards us, I am going to go over to that little hole that I was shown by Rokan, and I'm going to start looking try and see if I can't judge how big it is, and if I have anything I might be able to squeeze in there to work as a makeshift key.
Oh, actually, they are at random, which is okay because I still rolled the right one. But you see 2 others fire off in the same direction of different colors.
What color specific?
There was the dark disintegration ray. There was a kind of pale red ray. And then the other one was number 2, which was the paralyzing ray. So that was yellowish.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, Draho, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to try and figure out roughly what the shape of the key would be, and I'm going to try and fit something in there that'll work.
It definitely looks key-shaped, just larger than key-shaped.
Larger than key-shaped. Do I have... Oh! Oh, wait. Wait. Let me check my inventory. I think I might be able... Do I have... Tell me I have it. I know I got it in my wagon, but did I bring it with me? Probably not.
I think you're overthinking this solution.
I definitely didn't bring it with me. Dang. That sucks. Well, I'll start bringing it with me from now on. That's for sure. Does Kibble have anything? There's something in particular I need, but I don't think...
You mean like the key you just picked up?
Huh. Nope, don't have it. Oh well. That's the case, then I'm going to pull out an arrow and see if I can't rig an arrow in there somehow.
Okay, which arrow?
A regular arrow. Well, no. I mean, if I use an adamantine arrow, I can force it, but the question is, will forcing it work?
A special key arrow.
How much does Drow understand about
hey man,
keys?
he's not Hawkeye.
How much does he understand about keys? That's the real question.
It's the blue and gold arrow.
Is that like the worst green arrow?
I mean, it's Drow, so it's the worst whatever comes after.
Walmart green arrow?
Here we go.
I mean, it's the right colors.
Yeah, you know what? We're going to bring out the adamantine arrow, and I'm going to try to wiggle it in there and see if I can't get this thing to start.
All right. Give me a dex
We're
check.
still talking about the arrow, right?
Dex check. I mean, what's the worst that happens? I disable this thing, everyone would be happy.
You see a key slot, your immediate thought is, "Ugh."
Is that not Drow?
Yes.
Am I not in character? So in a dexterity check?
Yep.
Is this any kind of skill?
Let's see.
I mean, only thing I'd have would be maybe sleight of hand, which would be the same because I'm not skilled in it, so it doesn't matter. But
No, because it would be more of a tool proficiency.
I got Poisoner's Kit. Does a Poisoner's
Is
Kit help me?
Drow proficient in MacGyvering?
No, but I will be.
Roll
by the
for
time this is
turkey.
done. So let me just see what it can give me here. 14.
All right. You get it slid in a way, but the arrowhead is able to make it in. The shaft, however, is a little too wide.
Oh.
This is a family show.
We haven't said anything inappropriate.
Wait, how is the
Only things that can be interpreted as inappropriate.
how is the arrow shaft thicker than the arrowhead?
Adamantine arrow.
But really?
Yep. They're cool like that.
So I just can't because of that. Can I I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just an adamantine arrow. The arrow's the only important part. Question is, do I risk losing it? Because I might just break the shaft off and then use another arrow to push that arrow further down.
All right. So, what are we doing?
He's putting 2 arrows into the same hole.
I'm breaking off the arrow shaft, and then I'm going to use another arrow to push that arrow further down.
What are you going to call this maneuver?
I'm an appropriate person. This is the Robin Hood key maneuver.
All right. Give me a strength check.
Strength.
That's
Strength. Come on. Don't be a jerk.
At this point, it is about strength.
Mm-hmm.
Can't I wiggle it?
Nope, you gotta shove it right in. And he didn't use lubrication, so.
Actually, no joke. I think I do have some type of... I have oil.
You can try.
That would help me avoid having to...
It's still a strength check, but I'd give you advantage.
Then you have
Okay, then I'm going to add a little bit of oil, because I've got some lamp oil.
Okay.
Then you got to roll for sparks.
It's not... Shouldn't spark at all. Not like... I'm just forcing it. I'm not stabbing repeatedly like a lunatic.
I think rolling for consent is more appropriate.
And there it is.
So yeah, let me try this with advantage. See if I get it.
All right.
Roll for your double penetration.
Did it work? Did it work? 9. Nah. I've got my lucky coin. I get to re-roll that.
Okay.
Of course you would use it for this.
If I can get this thing started with arrows, that'll be amazing. It's worth it. It's not like we're going to have to fight a beholder or something.
I just realized I should have used my inspiration.
Why?
Because you're Drow, that's why.
Why? Somebody in the chat, give me the extra dice. We need to make this happen.
You have an inspiration, bro.
Oh, I do. My box was clicked. Let's inspire this.
Your box should be clicked.
But there's a free
It is
reroll
now.
anyway.
No. It should be unclicked when you don't have it.
Just reroll it.
Oh.
You'll notice that it puts a little star next to your character pane at the top.
Boom. That's good enough for me.
Okay. You are able to get it in there. We'll see how well that works out next round. Kaizen. So
Used all my resources.
you see Drow shove an arrow in, break it off at the shaft.
Oh, I got another reroll if we screw it up next time.
Shove another arrow in.
I already said
Stewie came through for me, like he always does.
I think I can safely assume that we're safe from his machinations.
You don't feel threatened by this?
Are you just basically letting the child play?
Well, my friend's in trouble. That's real.
I mean, yeah, it's either I make it happen or I don't.
I swear to
By
God.
the way, can I get that inspiration back and just use that force reroll that was given to me for it?
Sure works the same way.
Awesome.
I swear, if you figure out how that works, just kill the beholder before I get to do anything.
No, because now most likely he's going to figure out how it works and fire a freaking rocket right at, or a shell right at all of you. Bro, get this working. Just wait.
So, what are we doing, Kai?
Is your mic working?
I'm not hearing.
Likewise. Did we lose him?
What?
There you are. So what are we doing?
Couldn't hear you.
I'm holding my action for whenever ridiculous happens so I can stab it.
Okay. Masaki.
Oh, it's my turn again.
I like how you left just a little bit in the middle there so they still don't see what's happening.
Let's see.
Technically speaking, Ark hasn't looked around the corner yet, so he's still not quite sure what's there.
I can't really think of anything worthwhile to do at the moment other than to hold to throw a spell down if something happens with the stone.
All right. What spell are you holding?
That's a good question.
I mean, you can hold a cantrip. That way you don't waste a big spell.
It's true.
I mean, hey, you're about to be my new best buddy.
Oh. Let's sit on a Sacred Flame cantrip.
All right. That'll bring us to Ark.
Do I get to reroll my saving throw?
Little late.
I'm just wondering if there's around. Well, hey, if we're trying to get out of here, you know, like I can make that happen. And
what languages do you speak?
I'm just gonna say this in common.
Okay, but what languages do you speak?
I think it's common and Dwarven.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, common and Dwarvish. So I'm going to attack the wall to the north.
Okay. So as you say that, he basically, in a very guttural tone, replies back, "Secure us passage out of this place."
Oh, sure. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, so that's an automatic critical because I'm assuming an 18 plus 9 hits.
It does.
Okay. But not the fire damage because I'm standing in front of it.
Yep.
Like it matters. Okay, so let's see. So that's 18 bludgeoning damage. Oh, sorry, 28.
Is that with your critical?
That's with the critical.
Okay. 28 will get you about that much. So you can slide past, but you do see Kai standing there.
Oh, hey, Kai. Stand back for a second. I'm going to try to clear the rest that's just kind of over the motorcycle. And by over the motorcycle, I mean over the wreckage of the motorcycle. And 24 to hit. The rest. Okay. I'm just trying to clear this out for my new best buddy.
You say that?
Yeah. We're friendly now. I mean, I'm still raging, so we're best buddy. 30.
Okay. That's the damage?
Yep. Oh, and you all get advantage on attacking the wall now.
You do. And as you kind of strike through it, it shatters that middle portion that had been attached before.
Hey guys, he doesn't talk so good, but this is high, and that's. Oh wait, I don't see Kimball yet. And
Does that mean we see behind Ark also?
You do.
And there's Misaki, and that's Navara. I'm not sure what Draho and Kibble are.
Wrong button.
That means we see what's behind him.
That is correct. So I need pointers.
So as I'm making all these introductions.
Hold on.
God damn it.
What? He's friendly.
Hey, I should
Is
be
your
okay. I'm
intention
inside
to
a
fight?
tank.
It just kind of floats there at the moment, happily standing behind Ark.
Does that mean the effects on Ark disappear?
They do not, because it's an eye effect.
So it's magical, but it's not magic.
Yep.
Because reasons.
Oh man, and there's no way I can use a magic arrow on it.
Unless you were to miss it and then strike it from the back.
Well, this just crippled me.
Alrighty. Anything else on your turn, Ark?
No.
You're in a tank. He cannot see you.
You just wanted me to see.
Yeah, but if I
Nobody's
roll an arrow and
attacking
shoot at him, the arrow becomes mundane before it hits him because he's looking.
Yeah, nobody's attacked anyone else so far, so I think everything's on the up and up.
All right. So that'll bring us to Kibble.
Kibble, upon hearing all of this and knowing that nothing good comes of Ark introducing people he found behind a missing wall, his natural kobold paranoia kicks in. How can he... He is going to jump in the tank with Drow.
Oh, hey, Kip. Oh.
You just hear a tiny little Kibble squeal as he runs and jumps into the tank.
All right.
Assumably seeing the beholder on his way past and squealing louder.
You see then Rokam just kind of flittering about through the various different rooms, picking stuff up, tossing it out, picking other stuff up.
Yeah, I'm
tossing it
gonna
out.
send him the mental command to hide in this room up in the top left.
Okay. Which will bring us to Navara.
Okay.
I mean, technically, you go down, but I don't know why you want to. He just wants to go home.
Oh, I did have one question about Ark's effect. Since he's charmed, would I know that hitting him could snap him out of it when I figure out he's charmed?
Really, though?
Maybe.
I don't believe that's how that works, but
Well, I'm just asking because I know some charm effects you can overcome by just taking damage. Personally, I'd rather hit
and then
Ark
I
than
will, I guess, ready Eldritch Blast in case it comes through not looking at me.
Okay.
You are real out of your element in this fight.
Guys, why are you trying to fortify your position? He just wants to go home.
Brings us to the beholder's turn. He squeezes his way through kind of that space. Does not look overly pleasant. Gets to about here and then floats 10 feet higher.
All right, is he looking at me?
Momentarily, yes.
But when he's not looking at me, can I use my action to roast him?
You can certainly attempt to. I will give you that. How the heck do I make this turn? I think I'm just gonna have to delete it. Okay,
So
we'll leave it there.
I guess
Screw it.
we'll start by throwing one at him and see what happens.
Okay. 18 does hit.
Now is not the time for Eldritch Blast. Now is the time for your strongest spell.
Eldritch Blast.
Fair enough. I forget you get
Unreliable.
That's a miss, and third beam
is a hit. All right. So now I'm actually going to have to swing this thing.
Aura, why are you hurting our new friend?
That's not a friend.
But no, he is.
He's not my friend, guy.
He's not your guy.
Well, he is your friend, buddy.
Oh, that's better. Perfect. Okay. So since we do that, we're going to go ahead and roll 3d10, see who it goes after. So we got a 2, a 4, and a 10.
I know what the 2 does.
Yep, you sure do. And we're gonna 1, 2.
Actually, I should say 4, I know what the 10 doesn't do.
First one goes after Kibble, so that is the 4. Where's my eye wraith?
Kibble's in the tank with me.
Okay. In that case, then we're only using a D3, so 1, 2, 3 goes after Masaki. Masaki, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Kibble and I are just going to take turns popping out the hacks to shoot at him.
Actually, you know what? To be fair, in a fight like this, that's probably the best place you could be.
Okay, that's good. You feel like your body attempts to slow down, but then you kick back into normal motion. The 10...
Is that... Does a 17 still make that?
It does.
Okay.
Goes at Kaizen. Kai, give me a 16 dexterity saving throw, please.
You know he won't. See?
Any inspiration on that?
Sure.
Well, you did better.
True. So that pallid red ray fires out from the eye.
That's not good.
Is it not calculating? There it goes. Does 63 points, but don't you have necrotic resistance?
Would the eye, doesn't the eye negate it?
Well, no.
Nope.
I don't know where I would have gotten necrotic resistance from.
I have necrotic
I was
resistance.
going to say, I'm
okay.
pretty sure that's the other one.
Okay.
I resist all the fire and whatnot.
That's right.
I think maybe we can give it SMRs.
Yeah, probably. All right, and so then we have the 2, which will fire out at 6. So that's going to be Masaki. And that one is the Petrification Yellow Ray. Not Petrification, Paralyzing. So Constitution saving throw.
Do my boots not work?
Not currently.
Damn it. You said Constitution?
Correct.
Are you saying that Masaki's boots are just outside, just kind of kicking it forward?
That works just fine. You feel your muscles lock up, but then they release. That is the end of its turn, bringing us back to the top of the round. Draho.
Can I have my held action?
You may.
I'm going to step under him,
Okay.
and then I'm going to stab the shit out of him.
Okay.
Oh, so I will use my bonus action to Searing Smite.
With a held action, actually you can't move or bonus action.
Oh. I can't move. Oh, well, I can still stab him.
You can.
Okay, I am targeted. Good. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you've got his health colored dot covered up. How do I know how much damage he's taking? That's cheating.
By how
perfect.
angry Ark gets at us.
Okay, I will hit twice.
Okay. You killed yourself.
Did I just hit my...
I was just about to say, why does health meter suddenly disappear?
You acknowledge the hopelessness of the battle and commit suicide.
That's fantastic.
I killed myself.
Okay, you're all better.
Okay.
Also good to know that you don't have much health left.
Oh, I know.
So let's see, he's got that much, plus how much you did. And go ahead and roll your damage for the second one.
So you already got the first?
Yes. Okay, let's remove that unconscious from you. Okay, all better.
Okay.
Alrighty. So
I suppose since I can't get underneath him, I'm still technically in his eye ray, so I can't smite him.
correct.
He's lucky.
Thinking about that, how much of that is magic in the damage?
6 points.
Okay. So we'll knock that back. That. All right. Good to go. Back to Drow. Hiding in a tank. What you doing?
Drow. I mean, the arrow. I got it in there.
Yep.
Can I turn it?
Give me a strength check.
If this doesn't work, then I have to go with my fallback plan of just pop-shotting arrows at him. But if I can get this thing running, I will ram this directly through him. And make Kaizen regret getting out of the tank.
Stop jinxing it.
Strength. Do I get any way to advantage this? Maybe put my back into it?
Not at the moment.
Can Kibble help? No.
No.
I feel like that might actually make it worse.
Mhm.
What, 2 8 strengths going at it? Well, no, I think Kibble's 10 strength.
Wow, you're weaker than a kobold?
He's 12 strength, actually. I'm much weaker than a kobold.
But he's small, so it kind of evens out.
Trying to make me feel bad.
Now I got something even better to roast you about.
I like the fact that he's weaker than a
11.
kobold.
Okay.
Does that work?
You feel it turn slightly, but it doesn't quite make the full rotation that it needs to.
That's about right.
With that, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Careful or you'll break the bobby pin.
Bobby pin. That's a
Okay,
20.
you're good.
I understood that reference.
So as you make that turn, a bit of the liquid oil splashes out, but you're able to get your hand out of the way quick enough.
I need to worry about my hand getting caught with oil.
Because slick hands make for disadvantaged strength checks.
Oh, right. Makes sense. Okay, so is that a bonus action or an action to twist that?
I'll give it either, so you can do it twice if you want to try again.
I would like to try again.
All right.
Because again,
Try.
check now.
Far to give up. 10.
It twists a little bit further. So you've got it to about half what you want it to.
Should I risk the inspiration to try and get it further?
No.
I mean, you are Drow.
Oh, I just saw the chat. Maybe use some leverage.
Meanwhile, Ark is just go in there and go.
Okay, we're gonna inspiration this. I want to get this thing twisted.
Okay.
Come on, 20.
Well, the odds are slightly against.
Why?
Yep.
All
All
right.
that coming.
So still at about a quarter of the way that you need it to be. And go ahead and give me another dexterity saving throw.
Where's that?
Oh, that's a
leverage,
check.
Drow?
Sorry, let me get to the save. 17.
Okay. So you still manage to keep your hands squeaky clean.
Awesome. So that's it for my action. Honestly, at this point, Drow hasn't even acknowledged there's a beholder out there. he, as far as I'm concerned, he doesn't even know we're under attack. He's too focused on this lock.
All right. Let's go with whoever's number. So that's going to be Naivara. Go ahead and roll me a d10.
All right.
Ooh, not so good. Okay.
Integration?
I was gonna say I remember that one not being fun.
Yep. With that, give me a dexterity saving throw.
You might want to make this one.
Mm-hmm. Would you care to inspiration?
Yeah, we're gonna inspiration that.
Would you care to dark one's luck?
Yes, I would.
Would anyone in chat care to give an extra roll?
Do you want to ice up?
I mean, I'm assuming that it's damage, but
It is, and there's a roll in chat.
Woot!
all right. So the question is, do I want to re-roll the dark one's luck or the saving throw? Or
That is up to you. I mean, you can't really do worse than a 1 on that.
yeah,
You can do worse than a 9, Drow. There you go.
Okay. So
19.
this chunk of wall goes away. As that
Almost
ray
see the
fires
color.
and hits right behind you, and you just hear this sizzling happen. Kaizen, you're up.
He's yellow.
Kaizen steps underneath the beholder.
Okay. You are out of eyesight.
You found us one blind spot.
Stab him with the holy lights.
Well, I'm gonna cast Searing Smite and I'm gonna McStabble him. First McStabbling.
That was so almost a crit.
So almost a crit. So you get
But it wasn't.
17's not bad.
well, that's just the blazing stuff.
Mhm.
Plus that.
Okay. Another 15.
Yep. Now second attack.
$18 is a hit. For another 13. And some Divine Smite for 11.
That's it. I'm out of quarters.
All right. Bonus action move. No additional move.
Oh, And he's on fire.
Okay. Misaki.
Okay, you should go and oh, you did.
What you thinking, Misaki?
And this person adopted a horse.
Ist dein mic on?
Sorry.
What's that? No, these are people who adopted cats.
So, Kaizen, you're underneath him, and you've got resistance to fire, right?
Yeah.
That means he's black and
I
white.
don't have hit points left.
But he's
Do
not
it.
resistant to radiant, though.
Do it.
No, you don't want me to do it.
I think he does.
Do you want me to do it?
Make the beholder go away.
I think
Because if he hits anybody else other than me or dude with that ray, we have ex-party members.
I get it. Kidro, flame strike. It just happens. He
Yep.
has to make a save, right?
Whoa!
Correct.
Yes.
Save is fail. He's taking full damage.
Yes.
Roll
I
them
did
beautiful
not.
dice.
I was gonna say I did not click on Kaizen, but
Am I also engulfed in this?
10-foot radius.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, now we get to know whether Art getting hit breaks the charm.
So half that's fire, half that's radiant.
What kind of save is that?
Dexterity,
dex
I
save.
believe. Mhm.
I don't think it matters.
I will auto pass that dex save.
Okay.
Okay, so then I'm assuming it's centered on the beholder, so it's 18.
If it's centered on the beholder, it's a 10-foot radius, so that basically is the beholder.
Well, no, it's a 10-foot radius, so from the center.
Yep.
out.
That's bigger. Never mind. Yeah. Okay.
Not like I'll take a bunch of damage, but
Yeah, because
So
you attacked last round, so you're still raging.
yeah.
18. So 9,
What's you-
5, and 9. So I'm going to take 14 points of damage after all said and done.
Alrighty.
Still up. Okay. What's your saving throw or DC?
16
Okay. So
DC. Yeah, the spell DC should be 16.
okay. So
All right. Any additional movement or bonus action?
This rubble that's here next to me, how tall is it?
It's roughly the size of the same size as the tank, so a good 6 to 8 feet.
But it's 10 feet in the. It's at least 10 feet. The bottom of it starts at 10 foot in the air and up. Correct?
We're talking about the beholder.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm trying to think three dimensional. It would see me on the other side of this, so it doesn't matter.
Unless you're hugging into it, yes.
Yeah, I'd have to be hugging into it,
Mhm.
and
There is a door behind you.
right, but it's got lightning,
Hey, I'm just saying.
and to my knowledge, the lightning's in the room, and the last person that went through, well, see, because I moved
There's
10.
there's some corpses in that room. You can make it there.
Yeah, no.
You guys are
Because-
real paranoid of corpses.
We have reason to
when we looked in that room with the well, was the lightning like dancing through the whole room or just between the nodes on the walls?
Just all around the node itself on each of the walls.
So in theory, I could probably duck into a corner.
Oh, absolutely. So the nodes kind of look like metallic versions of the what the heck are they called? The little glass ball that has the lightning coming out of it. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I assumed it was like a Tesla coil node and the lightning was jumping between them.
No.
Okay. Well, then I'll then move an additional 15 and get around a corner.
Okay. Ark, you've just seen your friends beat up your best friend.
Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and he just wants to leave, and I'm going to tackle Cousin.
Okay.
So I'm dropping the maul
Mm-hmm.
just before I impact him. I'm going to attempt to grapple him. Actually, wait, no. I'm going to hold the maul in one hand.
Okay.
Attempt to grapple him. I believe I get advantage on this.
You do. I believe that's because of one of your specialty traits.
Being the bear.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good thing too. So that is a 22. Can you beat that guy?
Doesn't he have to hit me first, or?
No, it's opposed.
Oh, it's opposed?
It's an opposed check. So I have a 22.
Just opposed strength?
Yep.
Nope. No, I can't.
Unless you want to use dexterity to try and wiggle out of the way. I know you're good at dexterity.
Yeah,
So
it's either an athletics or a acrobatics check. Your choice.
For me, it's athletics. Like I have to choose athletics.
Well, I'm not proficient in either, so
Either way, a roll of 2 does not beat.
yeah, I was gonna say, even if I roll again, nope. I am tackled.
Okay.
So
There's some demon bear cuddling going on. Noted.
Hey, sexy.
This game's getting weird. It's clicking all the fetish boxes.
Anything else?
I'm just gonna hold him down, but that counts as an attack.
It does?
So, yeah, that's my turn.
All
Like, he
right.
just wants to leave. You're overcomplicating it.
4, 5, 6. Nivara, go ahead and roll me a d10. And that is a 7. That is the
Murder ray.
sleep ray. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
She's a half elf, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I get.
You're immune. I thought
Is it
No,
immune or is it
actually-
just advantage?
full elves. Full elf. That's right.
Half elf is resistance, or advantage, rather.
Yeah, you get advantage.
So not disadvantage, advantage.
Why couldn't it have been drunk?
And you said wisdom.
Yep.
There you go.
That'll do. Your eyes feel heavy momentarily. But you're fine. And just to double check.
Way out is up there.
Yep, advantage. Okay. Brings us to Kibble.
Kibble, knowing exactly what's happening and being unable to properly warn Drawho that he needs to stop fiddling with the thing and do his work, he's gonna pop up and take his archery shot at that guy. Pop out of the action, shoot him.
Okay.
Now, does the +1 to the short bow come into play?
It does not.
Okay, so I believe that's all he gets is a +1 to his attack, so it'll be an 8, not a 9.
Well, a lot of ammo.
It is a hit.
A hit. So,
Yeah, I think that's the only thing magical that he'd be using in that.
yep, so there's the damage. I think you take 1 off that damage for its magic.
Okay.
There's his sneak damage.
At the moment, he's not technically sneak attackable.
Up there right next to him, right? Oh, he's 10 feet up.
Yep, 10 feet up and Kaizen is grappled.
Okay, never mind.
But that's okay.
So yeah, just the regular damage. So he's going to do that. Then his bonus action, I know he has something he can do that's helpful.
He can aid.
He can aid. He can also give Bardic Inspiration to Naivara. So he's just gonna pop his head out or pop his nose out like a little crevice on the tank towards Naivara. You got this.
Alrighty. That'll bring us to Naivara.
That's his inspiration.
We're gonna step out of the anti-magic beam,
Okay.
and Warlock goes burr.
That she does.
First one you get that Bardic Inspiration too, so you might not miss one.
20 is a hit. 9 points. Another 20 is a hit. For 11 points. 15 is a miss.
What's his bardic inspiration? Is it a D8?
It's a D8, correct?
18 is a hit.
Nice.
Max damage, 15.
And bonus action, run it back.
Alright. 28 is a hit. Another 9. 18 right on the dot. And another 13.
Last one.
18 on the dot again. Finalizing it out with another 8. He is not looking good.
But like,
you have pinpricked everything through him with that.
could we see how not good?
Yeah, I can see a little bit of it. It looks about as red as Kaizen, so that's good. Because I'm assuming Kaizen's really hurt.
Are you sure it's? Okay, there you go.
And then what was in this room up here that I'm basically standing in?
Lunch
The
table.
northwest room? Yep.
With 7 chairs.
Alright, I'm just gonna pop into the stairwell.
There's
Okay.
also Rokan hiding in the corner, trying to avoid being seen.
That he is. Brings us to the Beholder, who seems to shriek and attempts to duck back in the room.
Howard. Well, if he does that, his eye is on us.
Come here, I'll do it. I'm right here, I'll do it. Kill me. He's running on a target. What are you doing?
Adjusting.
He's run out of targets. Let's see what's the attack through me.
All right. Brings us back to the top of the round, Draho.
Okay. Still oblivious to the dangers around us, assuming Kibble's just fooling around as he hops up, does some stuff, and comes back down.
Oh, the strength check now?
You know it.
All right, let it roll.
I actually think it would be funny if you got this to work.
Nat
Yes!
20. Not quite a 20 with that -1, but still works. So
Still a natural 20.
Yep. So you make that turn, and there's a rumble in the engine. It turns over momentarily, and then you hear poof, and out of the back end comes this big black cloud of just smoke.
With nowhere to go.
Hey, I just created a smoke screen to protect us.
Basically covers into this room. Nivara?
Thanks, Drawho.
Really acrid smelling.
I wouldn't say this is our worst combat, but it's definitely one of the simplest.
I am so helpful.
You are working on another
It's
trip
different.
to that beige plane, just so you know.
So that's all it did?
That is all it did. It has been sitting here for many a year.
Well, remove that one arrow that's still good, and then I'm going to fish out the arrowhead that's jammed down in there. Should be able to do that.
Yeah, give me a dexterity check. You can make it acrobatics if you want to be fancy with it.
That's that. Yeah.
Yep. So you kind of turn, pop your fist against it, and it pops out and you catch it.
And then I put that in my pocket because the arrow's broken useless, but it's still capable of being reshafted.
That it
You should
is.
probably clean that off first.
Then, since I got this thing started, but it clearly isn't going to work, and now it's permanently on, so all we got to do is figure out how to fix it, and it'll start driving immediately. That's good.
Yes,
That's good.
that's how machines work.
The thing is, Art can't argue that.
No one can, because nobody knows how this thing works. Drawho's drawing bold conclusions that once you turn something on, it's on.
What is this diesel fuel of which you speak?
So, having failed to get it to run, Drawho's going to pop out to see what happened because he heard the pum 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 pum. See a black cloud in that room and probably hear Nivara coughing. Probably gets a very vivid image of Rokan with lots of dragon image equivalent of swearing at me.
Oh, absolutely.
Because Rokan's in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Now that
Then
really is the one to the west.
And then I see Kaizen and Ark wrestling on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And do I see the beholder?
Not
still-
quite, but you do see what's functionally like a weird hole in the wall.
Huh. Well, I'm gonna pop up and be like, huh, that was neat. Hey, what's going on, guys? What you doing? And I'm gonna ask Kai and Ark, what you guys doing? What's the trouble? Something
Actually-
happened?
Where's your passive perception is a 15?
Yeah. Do I happen to notice something out of the ordinary?
You do not. You do not see it in there.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna start screaming at Kai and Ark, what is going on? Why are you forcing around? Completely oblivious to the struggle happening.
All right. That does bring us to Kai's turn.
There's an arc on you.
Ark, sweetie, if you wanted to get close to me, all you had to do was ask. But I think the kids are getting in trouble. He's almost activated the machine.
Are you trying to persuade me to attack the tank?
No, I'm appealing to your nature of keeping Drawho out of trouble, because he is now obviously in trouble. He has almost gotten the machine alive.
DM's discretion on that.
I mean, how much do you fear me getting a giant contraption we don't understand operating?
I'll let you go with it if you want to.
Especially with the aggression we've shown towards your best friend. What if I got this thing pointed at him and ran him over?
In fact, we'll use one of those fun mechanics where if you go with it, you get an extra movement action to go do something because you've been inspired by Kai.
You know what? Yeah, I'm.
I felt to get ripped out of a tank.
Well, I don't have a turn yet, but
Yeah, your turn comes before my next one.
And
you can see this look of contemplation in it, and then I kind of turn my attention to the tank.
Okay. Because of
Draw's
Kai's
stupid head
inspiration,
popped out the top.
you get your move action right now.
Okay. And I let go of guys.
Okay.
In fact, I drop. Well, we'll wait till my turn.
Kai, we'll call that your bonus action, but you still have your action and half your movement once you get back up.
I am going to stand up, point at the beholder. Are you done?
What's your passive perception?
10.
You do not see the beholder there.
I don't care. I still point in that general direction.
Okay.
Are you done?
Okay. You hear a slight squishing against a hard stone surface.
We can stop fighting if you're going to stop.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Misaki.
I'm going to start by moving. Is my scarf glowing?
It is not.
Okay. As I'm on the stairs, do I have a direct line? Do I have that line of sight vector?
You would, but what's your passive perception?
Would that be if I'm looking at my character sheet next to senses underneath perception?
Correct.
23.
You do see it there. You see this big wide eye, and up against the wall, it is squished. And the puppy gets angry. It is squished as close to the wall as it can. You can see its tenderly eyes just flared back against the wall. Like, I'm hiding here. Please don't see me. Please don't kill me.
So I'm going to take my full movement towards it.
Okay.
So that was a 5-foot move. So that put me like movement's 30. That's 5, 10. Right?
Sounds good. As you're walking towards it,
And I walk towards it, staring at it.
its eye gets a little bigger and a little bigger and a little, and you can almost visibly see this thing sweating.
At this point, with my Naginata in front of me, I'm like, answer him.
You can understand, Kai. What languages do you have? Kai. Post-it note. Remind me to get you guys to add these to your ability page. 'Cause I don't think they're there. Oh no, he has common and infirm. Okay, Kai doesn't understand. What you get is, please don't kill me. Please, please. This isn't my fault. I didn't want to be here. I'm not sure how I got here. And that's coming out in deep speech.
Got it. I will lean on my halberd, or no halberd, on my naginata, and I'll nod my head at it.
You see it squint slightly, like it's not sure if it wants to trust you.
Well, it still has its anti-magic eye on me.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I've said, well, actually, how much can I talk for an action?
If you're using a full action, quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can talk for 6 seconds.
Uh-huh.
He says that, and I'll say, so we escalate down. I say it loud enough for the others to hear me.
And you see it like move like it's planning on kind of slinking to the floor.
Okay. And I'm leaning on the staff, and I'm just gonna wait.
Okay. That'll bring us
Bravo's
to
confused why everyone's yelling at a room.
Ark.
Let's see, I'm going to take my weapon to a low ready.
Already?
I'm gonna hit the tank.
Already.
I thought you were gonna rip me out of it.
No.
I was hoping you were going to pull him out and suplex him.
Yes, me too.
I was hoping he was gonna rage and try to flip the tank.
I'm already raging. The thing is, I can't flip the tank. I lack the necessary strength. And I know that. Does a 21 hit the tank?
It does.
Okay, so I'm going to crit it and move it 5 feet.
All right. Directly back from you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
He made a persuasive argument.
Bravo's going to duck back in the tank and start screaming like a girl.
So, like, drop.
Are you doing this as you see him take the swing or after?
As he takes the swing, I sort of look at him confused. After he hits and the tank slides forward and half of it is sheared inward by sheer force, I'm going to duck and scream.
All right.
So, 26 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And as the tank moves backwards, and your hit makes it sound like you've rung the largest, deepest bell possible. And then there's this tiny from inside the tank as Drow jumps back in.
And I know that's, Drow, not Kibble. And
it's a very clear Drow scream.
That actually sounded like Kibble.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
Oh God.
I have not been given any other instructions from this thing. So and again, Tyson made a persuasive argument.
I do appreciate that I can just see the thing folding inward like in half and just Ark's head popping in. Stop touching stuff! And continuing to smash it.
So that's a 26.
That'll hit.
And believe me, Droho's gonna stop touching stuff if he survives this.
If.
Because he has no idea you're charmed. He thinks he's finally pushed the final button.
So, same amount of damage.
Okay. All right. You only get to push it once around, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it rings out again, and there is this massive, like, 3 to 4 foot dent in the side of this tank, pushing inwards into the cab.
Drogo's gonna try and avoid being where the dent is so he doesn't get crushed.
I mean, eventually it's going to be all dented, so.
Any bonus action?
No, I'm pretty good for now.
Okay.
The tank is making me angry.
Brings us to Kibble's turn.
Kibble's going to jump out, screaming, and run to Nivara.
And in fact, he is going to do that. Nope, not that way. Okay, in that way. You see him pop out of the back of the tank. This flap just opens up, and he slinks out, and then runs screaming behind Nivara.
I'm in full Hulk mode now.
Rokan is there. Nivara. It's a target-rich environment. What would you like to shoot?
Well, we haven't got to the team killing thing yet, so I can't shoot Drogo.
You all laughed at Drogo. Oh, he's just in there fiddling around with the tank. He's just stabbing it with arrows. You didn't think I'd get it started.
And then I stabbed the tank with a hammer.
Y'all underestimated my ability to fuck up the plan.
It's okay. You're not flying with the tank yet. It's okay.
That's next. I've seen 18. I know what this is capable of.
There's going to be a tank left.
Yeah, Ark's really screwing up my plan of finding a way to get this back to my artificery.
And you're screwing
Well,
up my plan
I'm
of not having our
assuming
beholder
that since we're no longer being attacked and Misaki's talking with the thing, I guess I'm just gonna hold action and wait to see if it pops out again, and if it does, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it.
You don't realize that this is tank versus tank.
That brings us to the beholder's turn. Misaki, you see it levitate all the way down, lands on the ground, and becomes what looks like this deflated massive ball. Like if you were to take a dodgeball, take a bunch of air out, and just shove it on the ground.
Oh, so full of Tom Brady.
Yep.
Okay.
It closes its main eye and points
Okay.
just the sleep ray eye out. The rest are plastered against the wall behind it.
Okay, so it's actively keeping all the other eye stalks away and is only going to use the sleep ray as defensive.
Correct.
Is he going to use the sleep ray on me?
It doesn't seem to do anything.
You're fine right now.
Brings us back to the top of the round, Drogo.
So I'm currently having my tank dented in by a very angry Ark that I have no idea is charmed and legitimately think I finally annoyed him enough to be trying to kill me.
Yep.
Like, legitimately, he's trying to kill me right now.
That is your impression.
Question is, how brave am I to challenge the Ark?
I don't know. How do your wrists feel?
I say we over under.
I was gonna say that honestly, because Drogo, it isn't that he's afraid to hurt Ark. He
Are we
doesn't
betting
know.
on which way he folds him?
We don't know if he's going to be able to hurt Ark. He doesn't know that. But the question is whether he's going to attempt to defend himself or flee.
You can do so without actually. You can use your full power now.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're a little close for me to start shooting arrows at you.
Technically, I'm still on the side of the tank.
Let's percentile this. If it's high, I'm going to defend myself. If it's low, this is going to become a,
I think you'd have like 5 feet between me and you.
It's going to become a Benny Hall skit, basically. Or Benny Hill, that's the name.
Somebody cue up the yakety sax.
So that's a 70, right?
Yeah.
because it'd be 7-0.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did I say? Did I say hi? I was going to defend myself.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
you did.
I thought I did.
This is going to be interesting.
And so Drow activates the flock of seagulls maneuver.
I was joking earlier when I said the guy, but
Drow needs to stop Ark from killing him the only way he knows how. He is going to pop up above the tank, get up on top of it, draw his bow, and shoot an arrow directly into Ark.
Okay.
It's just going to be a regular arrow.
I mean, you can make it. It's if you hit, you decide it.
What's your AC again?
At the moment, 21.
21, so I would not hit you if I sharp shot this.
No. Go big.
True, but if I hit, I'm going to thorn arrow you and force you to take damage every time you move unless you take your turns.
I mean, I won't have to move far.
I can still run after getting out. I just want to get away. Yeah, the extra damage isn't needed right now. This is about escaping Ark, not hurting him.
You think a little bit of pain is going to hurt me?
Good job.
That's what Droho's going to do. Try and stop his friend from killing him. 24.
That is a hit.
Yeah. Take that longbow damage. Take all half of 9.
So 5.
And then I'm going to hit you
It's
with...
not reducing damage.
It's because my damage is special.
Actually,
There you go.
24.
Now,
There we go.
1 arcane shot left.
Reaching that
And
is
you
high.
take another... Let me double check that spell. It's been so long since I've used one of these.
Spell.
It is
A spell-like ability.
There we go.
2d6 poison. Next.
No saving.
And you are 7 poison.
So 3.
Yeah, and then you are grappled. If you move more than 1 foot, you take 2d6 slashing, unless you use a strength athletics on your turn to break my brambles. And good luck beating my DC.
And there's no saving throw, right?
No saving throw to avoid getting grappled, but basically on your turn you can choose to athletics to rip my vines off. But you lose your action.
Okay. So
And then because I got you trapped, I'm going to run as far away as I can.
now let's just be clear. He's got that distance between us, right?
correct.
Okay.
I'm going to cower up in this room as hard as I can.
Only when you do it, it doesn't have a mechanical benefit like you.
Yes. And as I'm running, I'm going to start screaming, Ark, Ark, I get it. I won't touch the next vehicle. I promise.
When the motorcycle's already destroyed.
That it is. That'll bring us to Kai.
Just out of
All right.
curiosity, how long have I been charmed?
A total of 5 rounds.
Can you knock it off with whatever you did to our big friend there? He's about to murder one of our other friends, and if that happens, we will kill you.
I mean,
Oh, you care about Droho.
it's Droho, though.
Ark, you hear the beholder say, you can stop. It's okay. It's okay.
That would have continued until for another hour.
And we would have spent an hour of Droho dancing around trying to avoid you.
I'd have caught up.
Occasionally hitting you with arrows.
I'd have caught up.
Oh, you would have.
So, any more combat we're planning on?
Not unless Ark is still mad at me.
That depends on the beholder.
Other than keeping all of its eyes either closed or against the wall, except for its sleep eye,
So
it is just sitting there.
So as he says that, I
All
pick up my mulligan. I'm like, Okay.
And then I will stand down. I think we're good.
You're gonna hear Drow yell from the distance. Is Orc still mad?
Well, he's still mad, but he's no longer mad at you.
All right, so that'll
Let's
take
not
us
get
out
ahead
of
right
camp.
now.
Right. So you don't know how you got here. You just appeared.
Correct.
Were like instantaneously, or have you been stuck here for a long, long time?
I was home in my home, and then I was here, and the big furry man was in front of me, and I got scared, and then he liked me.
Guys, I learned summoning magic.
Uh-huh. Is there a chest in that room still?
There is.
Is it open?
It is.
What's inside the chest?
It is
Behold
empty.
Another beholder!
No, I just want to see if there's actually anything in it.
There is not. You do see kind of inscribed runes within it, all of which seem to have kind of burnt or electrified around them.
Like
Somebody's
they
been here already.
they've spent themselves.
Correct.
That hurt.
I have a question because I have a vantage point now. Is that door still blue?
It is.
Okay.
I imagine that someone knew of your home and probably, looking at the box, worked some magic to bring you here in case that was open. Getting out will be interesting if you were trying to leave.
I will sit here. It's fine. You guys do what you want. I'll stay. It's fine.
I'll sit here for 8 hours to make a full recovery.
What's your name?
It says something completely unintelligible, even with comprehend languages.
Let's call him
Right,
Bob.
but it's a beholder's name, which is a string.
Beholder Bob.
It's like listening to a gnome give out their name.
Yep.
Bob Older.
I like it.
So, all right. So we will leave you be, and you will leave us be. And I know your
This is a
name.
good time to get a beholder friend for future favors.
Yep, I agree. You do whatever you want. I'm gonna sit here. You have fun. I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything.
Careful, careful, Gaedro. Your puffin showing.
just trying to get out.
Okay. We were looking for the owner of the establishment.
If you find him, kick him in the face for me, because I didn't want to be here.
I'll definitely do that, best buddy.
All right, thank you.
We plan on doing more than that.
You do anything you want.
But it's also.
Do you want to come with us and do it too?
Nope.
Okay.
I need a nap. I need a nap really bad. Oh, I need a nap really bad.
As he dreams another beholder into existence.
While that's going on, I'm going to go back over here and finish working on identifying all those items.
Okay.
I am going to come over here and sit quietly, not touching anything.
Alrighty.
I'm still charmed by him for another, pretty much an hour. I'm going to stand guard over him because he's injured now, and I have to watch out for that. I'm going to just sit down with my ball in my lap and just, yeah.
I am going to touch myself.
2, 3, 4.
How apropos for this evening.
Yeah.
And that should be everything, Nivara. Have fun with that any which way you wish to.
Oh my god. I love you so much.
Did he send all that to you in private chat?
Yes.
Fantastic.
I take it we're taking a long rest then, or a short rest rather.
You certainly can if you want to.
Kaizen, do you need any more from me?
I'm all right for the time being.
I'll look at the beholder.
Its eye stalk just kind of lowers slightly, like it's not meeting your gaze. For reference, you guys got it down to 4 hit points.
I look at it, I'm like, I will be resting soon. Do not make me regret what I'm about to do.
I won't. I'm just going to sit here, and I'm going to hope that I get out the way I came in.
Think about what would have happened if I would have been fighting.
I'll need to think about what would have happened. There's a tank 5 feet to the right, half dented.
I'm assuming we are going to be resting.
You guys, I don't need to rest. I only used 1 arcane shot in self-defense.
Well, I was asking the party.
I'm okay, but if everybody else needs to take a break, then I can always take a break.
I'm afraid
we can push a little farther. I'm not
All right.
particularly bad now.
Yeah,
Then I'm going to.
I just get it done.
I'm going to try to pad a little bit here with the. Go ahead and give that to the beholder.
Okay. I think you were targeted on that, so I believe that did it.
Okay.
It did.
Fantastic.
So while Drow is sitting over here contemplating his bad choices,
Trying to avoid angering Ark.
Nivara walks up to him and puts a large ruby on a long gold chain in his hand, and it says, "Here, I thought you might like this."
I will take it because I am still a little scared that anything I do will anger Ark at this point.
You should also put it on.
Okay.
Is it a requiring attunement?
If it does, I have 1 attunement slot left. I was checking.
No attunement. I just thought it would go very well with your outfit.
Awesome.
You should give everybody a twirl so they can see how badass you look now.
No.
I mean, you don't want everybody to see how great you are?
I don't do what people tell me to do. Drawho's rebellious. I'm just quiet.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just making a suggestion. I thought you might like to show everybody how tough you are.
Look,
doesn't want to
he can
do it.
save it. We all know that he is a puffed up fop. Nobody wants to see him twirl.
Oh, you think I don't want to twirl? I want to twirl. And Drawho will do the most flamboyant dance he can, like straight up elven court dancing.
And you all have been tagged, save for Drawho, with what that specifically does, so you know what you're seeing.
Great.
React appropriately.
That's in.
I just chuckle and
Where can we see this?
Discord.
Which channel?
Private.
private discussion from him.
In Rokan, because I'm assuming after everything's calmed down, Rokan's coming back to me. Does Rokan see me?
At the moment, he is chilling in kind of behind the smoke.
Oh, I was going to
So,
tell
like,
him to come
up here.
back to me after combat was over. I told him to come back to me.
Yeah, he's still chilling behind the smoke.
Fair enough.
Him and Kibble are up there cuddling.
Thank you, Namara.
So, what is going on? Drow is confused. Can I see something about myself if I look at myself?
You look like you are wearing a beautiful golden chain with a large red ruby. One of the most expensive rubies that you think you've ever seen.
Are you getting anywhere near Ark?
No. I'm specifically going to stay as far away from Ark as I can for as long as I can. Till you calm down and stop getting angry that I tried to start the tank. So, yeah, I'm really curious now what that did to me.
I also have a passive perception of 15.
Is anyone going to tell me? At least tell the
Do I see it?
Oh yeah, it's big and bright and red,
Ark's gonna stand up.
almost neon colored.
Oh, okay. Ark's gonna stand up. Walk over. He's not gonna have his weapons out or anything. Does Rahu do anything?
Yeah, I'm going to back up a little bit and be like, "What's up, Ark? I stopped messing with the machine."
Oh, no, that's done with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick him.
What do you want?
I'm gonna kick him.
Go for it.
Like not like serious hard, because I know I can't take it. But that's a 25
All right. Where are you kicking?
in the leg.
Okay. So Ark walks up to you, stares you down for a moment, and then kicks you in the leg. Not super hard, but you feel it.
Yeah. Ah, what was that for? You already
Just go
made
back-
your point. You dented the machine.
I just go back and sit down.
What is happening?
Everybody's had a weird day. Why don't you take these arrows too? I think you get the most use out of them.
Well, now those you have to explain to me because I will use them at my first opportunity. I don't know what they are.
They're magic arrows that were in the curio cabinet. I don't know exactly what they do, but they should do something fun.
Well, I'm gonna take him over to Kibble. Let him identify him for me.
Okay.
While he's at it, see if he can identify what's so fancy about this necklace that everyone keeps laughing at me.
So as you come in, you hand him the arrows, and he sits down with them. While he's doing that, do you do anything in specific?
Yeah, I'm gonna locate Rokan and tell him, "Come on, bud, jump back in my bag, or in my hood, where he likes to hide."
Okay.
He's through
Combat's over.
He can when Rokan is giving him the visions.
Gotcha.
Yep.
If Rokan sees it, I'm assuming he'll tell me something is
So
happening.
he hops up on your shoulder and then down into your hood. As you're kind of walking around, Kibble looks up, snickers, and looks back down and kind of continues.
What?
When he finishes, his eyes go wide. Oh, these are really great. They'll explode when they hit something.
That's it?
Uh-huh.
You want to specify what kind of explosion?
Big and bright and loud.
Okay. Looks like I got something to deal with our friend at the end of the dungeon now.
Ooh,
We're gonna save one to reverse engineer.
he might not like him very much.
Yeah, Nobody likes exploding. By the way, what is up with this necklace? Everyone keeps looking at it and laughing. Does it make me look bad?
Well,
I think it makes you look fantastic, bro.
it's okay. I mean, I'd make a better one.
Well, what's it do? It's obviously magical, or people wouldn't be snickering at it.
Well, so it looks like you're just wearing a steel chain, so it's a safe necklace. Very safe.
A steel chain?
Mm-hmm.
Like just the necklace?
Uh-huh.
So I look naked.
No. It looks like that to me. So you're wearing the steel chain instead of a necklace.
Okay, why is that funny to everybody?
I don't know.
I don't like this. I'm gonna have Rokan come out. Rokan, look at me and tell me what's so weird about me.
Oh God.
Do we have that kind of time, Draho?
That was some weird phrasing. Even for you.
So
6 sessions later, Rokan finishes his description.
he comes out.
Josh arcs kicked you several times.
He comes out, and he circles around you a few times, and then comes down to the floor, and then sits and stares at you. And you get a picture first of your hair.
What's my hair look like?
Like your normal hair.
Okay. No, I mean, what's different about me from usual?
He cocks his head momentarily, and then stares at your clothes. And you get the picture of your clothes, and they're just kind of mussed slightly from the combat.
I look disheveled.
That's the wrong question.
I mean, I look no worse than I ever do after a fight, so... What else? I'm just going to be like, can you explain to me what about me seems weird that has never looked about me before? Something has changed.
Asking the wrong question.
He slowly looks you over again and then stares at the mud on your boots.
I'm going to take the necklace off. Then I'm going to put it back on and spin and ask him what changed when I put it on.
And you see him perk up momentarily. And you see in his eyes that it's a steel chain. And behind you, there's this bright red neon placard that reads "Kick Me" on your back.
Seriously?
Yep.
Seriously.
Yep.
That's so immature. And you said this is a really expensive looking gem?
Yep.
Probably gnomish make.
Well, it's obviously gnomish. No one else.
I don't know.
You know what?
It could be those drow.
I'm going to take it off and put it in my bag. I'm going to have my artificers reverse engineer it. We're selling this. Back in Texas.
Already.
See, now you're thinking like a businessman.
So, what would you guys like to do next?
Oh, man. Really? A magical kick me sign?
So we got a room with a table and 7 seats.
Mm-hmm.
A room that we can't see into.
Mm-hmm.
And a boarded up wall. A boarded up room, rather.
Entryway that's boarded over immensely.
Yep.
What looks like a well with
3 kind of lightning nodules, one in each wall.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A room that looks like it hurts.
And some dead bodies and a blue door that is base reliefed into a face.
Yes.
And a beholder who's crying and hiding in a corner.
Yours
That he
is
is.
because he knows better.
I have to say, this is the best Beholder fight I've ever ran.
Because of how it ended?
Oh, just
because
the
of Ark?
entire thing. The entire thing. Just fantastic.
Fantastic.
From start to finish.
I just think it's funny that
Oh God, why?
I liked Beauty Was in the Eye.
That was a good mod.
I just think it's funny that of all the things you've tried to get Drow to stop messing with this stuff, the most effective method has been just unleash an arc on him.
That could have gone so many ways, and it went the best way.
It did. It did. I was not expecting that to work.
I mean, once I was mind controlled, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to fight some people, and then it's like, no, I'm gonna just smash the tank.
Yep.
See, my go-to would have been, he's gonna fight until he realizes he's losing. Then he's gonna just try to break the rock, and it did not go that way at all.
Yep.
So,
Question: the room that's like super dark, is that even the case for super dark vision?
It is. So if you go over there, that is the west.
It's the one I'm standing next to. It's west.
There it is. Navarra, due to your preternatural senses within the darkness, you catch fleeting glimpses of almost inky, writhing masses that traverse the blackness. However, even to you, it seems that the room is removed from anything that would be considered truly viewable.
All right, so Eldritch Horrors, we're not going in there.
maybe you're not. Jaho, come here.
Now, we already put a kick me sign on him. I think that's enough.
Do you really want to see what's in there?
Should have done it before I smashed the tank.
Not really. We kind of need to figure out what killed all of the adventurers in the room to the south.
Probably a beholder was summoned.
No, none of them are eaten.
Are we sure
Yes.
they're not? Are we sure they're not laying in wait?
Well, they-
come with me and let's
now-
find out, Ark.
But they weren't necessarily before they got there.
Okay. Also, I'm guessing that the blue the
No.
cord has to do with the electricity there, but sure.
All right.
Divine sense.
So, first off, entering the room, the smell becomes more palpable. Everyone going in, give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I mean, tomorrow went to be. I don't know. I'll handle it.
Just enough. So, Navarro, your eyes begin to water at the stench, and you feel kind of like your last meal is rising up, but you just manage to keep it down. The corpses look somewhat fresh. The meat has been rudimentarily stripped from the bone. Minimal flesh and sinew that's still there, connected to it, has begun to rot, turning black in some areas, and others have just kind of sloughed off onto the floor, creating small pools of liquefied putrescence.
Cool. So, I'm assuming not enough left to tell what killed them.
Nope, not really. The bones themselves don't seem to be broken.
So we can logically rule out blunt force trauma then.
Correct.
And that's about all we know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do I'm assuming medicine check to see if I can figure out what killed them.
Medicine or potentially nature.
Well, either way. Actually, nature I'm actually proficient in, so 8.
You said 8?
8.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? Because we're coming up on the end of the night, I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
10.
So, It looks like what would have happened if a wild animal got to something and completely stripped it clean of meat. Sans the actual bite marks on the bones.
Do I know anything that is capable of doing that?
Not that you can think of.
Hey, Navarre might not want to be in the room.
And Navarra, as you approach the door,
And
the eyelids of the granite face flash open. Large and entirely black eyes stare back at you. A cold chill fills the room. Passage through me requires sacrifice. Whom among you will be tribute?
You bastard.
Oh.
well, you might. I'm saying out of character.
Out of character, I know what I would say, but my character wouldn't do it.
Can
Drow is
Navarra
good,
see Drow from where she's at? Because she will
Drow
totally,
wandered into the lightning room to see what was up with
she will totally point at him if she can see him.
No, he's kind of around the corner because he's in that other room.
So I plan to mess with whatever's in the lightning room.
Well, this lightning.
I want to figure out how it works.
While you guys ponder that, let's see, that is the east room. There we go. Why did it just move where I was at?
That's it. Growl at it.
There we go.
By the way, how much time has passed?
Maybe 10, 15 minutes.
All right. About a sixth to 1/4 of the way through.
So within there, you would notice that the well itself seems simple enough in structure. However, as you peer into it, its contents, which are only several feet below the surface of the actual floor that you're standing on, are a bubbling mass of dark black liquid with a distinctly metallic smell that hangs in the air.
Huh. I am going to take one of my vials, tie it to a string, and lower it down to fill it with this stuff.
Okay.
Then bring it back up.
As you get the vial down there, it begins to corrode the vial.
Oh. Ooh, this is some potent stuff. It's potent. So I'm going to remove a vial from my inventory. Well, if a vial isn't going to make it, I doubt anything else I have will be safe down there. Okay, so it's very, very bad acid. What about the lightning thingies? What do they look like?
So they are metallic globes that are attached to the walls, and the lightning is just sparking all around them. It crackles out every now and again, but it doesn't seem to make it very far.
Is there any inscriptions, anything written, anything?
Not on the globes themselves, no. As you're kind of searching around, though, you do find that on the side where your character Pog currently is, there is a small metallic globe near the base of the well. It is not, however, sparking.
Can I investigate it?
It's really all that you would get even with an investigation.
Okay. So, make sure I understand this. So it's basically like one of the pillars, but not functioning.
Correct.
And looking at the other pillars and comparing it, what looks different about it that would not make it function?
It definitely seems to be smaller than the other three. Beyond that, there's no real difference. They're perfectly smooth. And then beyond that, the three on the wall are sparking where it is not.
Okay. And there's no, like, it's not like it's broke off. It looks like it's intentionally built that way.
Correct.
Hmm.
Aside from the dust in the room, everything seems to be in mint condition.
And how wide is it? Is it something that I could sit on or step on?
It is maybe about the size of a softball, where the ones in the walls are more about the size of like a volleyball.
Okay. Could I pick it up?
It is physically attached into the well.
Okay, that's what I thought you were saying. And it's at the... Is it at the bottom of the acid?
It is on the exterior of the well, so like right next to you.
Okay,
the well comes about 3 feet up, and it is not touching the ground, but just above that.
Solomon, bring me your medicine.
There's nothing unique about it that I could use an arcana to determine what it means or anything.
No, they are perfectly smooth, complete replicas of each other, save the one on the well is smaller.
I'm gonna kick it.
Okay.
Stubs a toe.
Go ahead and make an
Not
attack roll.
hard. Just want to see if I can push it in. You know, jiggle it loose, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So just so we're clear, after working 2 shafts into a small hole, Drogoth's now lifting a ball?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And wiggling it just a little bit.
gotcha.
Don't know how to do a melee, so I'll just add my modifier. That was kibble. That wasn't Drogo. Well, assume that was Drogo.
That's okay.
Doesn't really matter.
You do hit. Go ahead and, well, you don't have any bonus types to that, so it's 1 plus
No,
your strength.
I do negative. I do 0 damage. I got a -1 to my strength. I do 0 damage.
So you thump into it, but no seeming reaction.
Okay. I'm going to enchant one of my arrows, just make it magical, and poke it a few times to see if magic activates it.
Okay. As you go to poke at it with your arrow, the north and south globes, as they spark, they're sparking in your direction. They're not reaching you. They're just sparking in your direction.
The closer I get with the magically infused arrow to the stone, do the arcs get closer?
To an
No,
extent.
I don't.
They only come about an inch, maybe 2 inches off of the globes themselves.
And if I pull away, does it go back?
Yep, and then they go back to just kind of retracing around the ball.
And what if I touch it to it? Do I get zapped?
You do not, but then all of the sparks do condense and are pointed directly at you.
Huh. I'm just gonna take the arrow, if that's what that did. Remove it, I assume they go back to normal, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take the arrow and just throw it at one of these other guys to see if it does anything if I hit the other one with it. Just a casual toss. I'm not trying to do damage. Just
To which one?
the north one.
Okay. As you do that, the north wall continues to kind of spiral around, but the east wall, you see the sparks on the northern side of it kind of angle off towards that northern wall.
And once the arrow lands, it basically loses its magic because it's been cast. So after it goes de-magic, does the thing go back to normal?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to step over and pick up the arrow and see if I get zapped going to do that.
You do not.
Okay, so magic affects this. I'm going to enchant the arrow again, step back where I was, and drop it in the well and prepare to get electrocuted.
Okay. As the arrow drops in, the ball or the globes don't seem to be doing anything beyond the sparking around them. Your arrow drops into that, what you're surmising is acid, and just disintegrates.
So it works on glass, metal, wood, and feathers.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, Mithrander's quail feathers.
Yep. So I'll give you a bit to think about that. Navarra, what do you think?
Yeah.
Well, Drogoth's not here, so
I really appreciate no one has noticed me poking around and stuff with arrows.
I guess my only thought is
By the time at this
using,
moment, I'm finally facing a worthy door foe.
either just backing up or trying to use summon Aberration and letting it consume that.
Okay.
That's cheating.
Didn't say it had to be something alive.
Is it though?
Fair enough.
It's probably
Yeah, so
called
we'll
sweaty.
go ahead and summon an Aberration
Okay.
and sacrifice that to the door.
Okay. Yeah, it'll accept that. So, what type of aberration are you summoning?
I guess we'll go with the Star Spawn again, just because.
Okay. So as that drops into the room, how do you put this to the door in front of the aberration?
I'll just go ahead and step back and then summon it directly in front of the door.
Okay.
Does it have an aura?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I'll step further back.
Okay.
I forgot about the aura. Thank you for reminding me. And then we'll
As they would say in a certain show.
So you drop that aberration in front of the door. What do you do then?
Yep. Here's the sacrifice.
The aberration turns, kind of look at you, and you get the full eyebrow arch there momentarily, and then its bones just drop to the floor, looking like the remainder of the ones that are there. The door itself opens backwards. Beyond it, you can see a lush jungle kind of landscape. However, the azure blue shielding space is still there.
We got to figure out this lightning puzzle.
No, we have to do each of the rooms probably.
Okay, well, I guess let's go to.
Can't we just have the beholder shoot a hole through the wall next to the door?
Pretty sure this involves multiple dimensions. Can you really disintegrate through dimensions?
That is a good point. We just disintegrate the door entirely.
Door's open now.
Okay.
Yeah, but we shoot the wall next to the blue azure situation, and then we
Walk through the hole.
Misaki, get on that.
Hey, Kibble, what's up with the table?
Do you go back up in there?
Yes.
There we go, northwest room. In there, the kind of cloud of smoke has dispersed at this point. You see Kibble playing. There's an open small purse, frogmouth purse, that has been tipped over, and Kibble is playing with small carvings of various humanoids decked out in full adventuring gear. Among them are an elven mage, a halfling rogue, a human warrior, a tabaxi monk, and an Aarakocra priest. All of the figurines in the small, along with the figurines in the small set, there's a odd set of misshapen dice, and a variety of creatures, some of which you know, such as ogres, dragons, displacer beasts, etc., and others which you've not seen before. They all seem to be coated in some sort of black, dusty substance, making all of them seem to be almost abyssal in nature.
Is he playing Dungeons and Dragons?
No, he's playing D&D Jumanji. Don't let him roll the dice.
By himself?
You left
It's not
him
a
alone.
by yourself game.
He doesn't know that.
You see him kind of.
Could you imagine him balancing 6 character sheets?
Yes.
You see him hold up the Aarakocra priest and the Tabaxi monk, and he's like, "Rawr!"
Anything else in the room?
That is it.
Okay. Hey, Kibble.
Yeah.
Got this little lightning thing. You want to come help?
Oh, I don't really like the lightning. Every time I get zapped.
Okay. How about this? You just look at it, okay? Like from outside the room, and see what you can come up. You don't have to go in the room.
Okay. And you see him like push all of the figurines back into that bag, and he picks it up and he just kind of trots forward.
Oh, also, I'm sorry that I didn't know that you were in the tank thing when I smashed it.
It's okay, but you might have to speak a little louder for a while.
I'm sorry that I smashed the tank with you inside it.
Droho's gonna turn around. It's okay, Ark. I forgive
I
you.
wasn't talking to you.
And behind you, you see Kibble, and he's kind of peering at the room through between your legs. He's like, "Those look lightningy. Don't touch them."
Yeah, they react to magic. I've learned that much. And there's some sort of acid at the bottom of the well that dissolves glass, metal, Mithranor quail feathers, and wood.
You see Kibble kind of open up that bag and then look back at the room. He's like, "Draho's got this." And he skitters back off to the table.
I'll walk down to the beholder,
Mm-hmm.
look at the wall that he kind of blew out, try to address him by the name he gave.
Okay.
I'll probably stumble over it, but I'll try. Do you think you could do this to another wall?
I'm pretty sure. As long as you're not going to hurt me anymore.
I'm not going to hurt you. I even tried to heal you a little bit. It's over here.
And none of your friends are going to hurt me?
Hi, best
No.
buddy. Oh, wait, Venom.
I think
Okay.
you've got a permanent friend with that one over there as a thumb behind my back.
Out of character or up to like an hour.
Yep. Well, okay. What do you need? Where?
It's over here. And I'll lead him to the stairs with the other doorway.
So he
And-
slowly floats
Right. And
very
it's
close to the ground.
Yep. The wall on either side of the blue outline on that door. Navarro, you may want to back out of the room.
I'm gonna not be there anymore.
The beholder kind of nudges Kaizen with one of its eye tendrils.
Kaizen, you may want to
He's
move.
about to take the full brunt of it.
No, he's just sliding out of the way. There's a blue shimmer around that open doorway. I figure on the either side, so we can go past around it.
Actually, could he just open his central eye?
He could, potentially.
I think we just want to disintegrate the wall and see if this is another room or another dimension. Because, busting into another dimension with disintegration can't go wrong.
So, what do you want him to do?
I mean, you're the persuasive one.
Are we directing that question at me?
Sure.
It's your idea.
Well, you said to go ask him to blow a hole in the wall. I've done that.
Okay. But the rest in the wall, apparently.
Okay. So he closes the sleep stock, pulls out the disintegration stock, opens it, and that black beam just kind of fires out, slowly carves around the door. The door slams shut, and you can see on its face it looks really angry. As the beholder finishes up with that, the door slowly tips and falls forward onto its face, and beyond is the lush jungle.
And the blue is no longer there?
The blue is still there in its appropriate spacing.
So,
You just want to use the anti-magic eye to deactivate it long enough for us to get out, and then he can do what he wants.
Mind you, the blue is only there in the 5-foot space, but the 5 feet all the way around it, completely open.
oh, okay. So that's
Oh, he took
So
out
we
the whole
can-
wall.
okay. So, we'll thank him. At least I'll thank him.
He kind of nods and then slinks his way back into the room.
Okay. Wait, before you do that, I'm going to pick up a little bit of the scrap metal now and cover the door.
Okay.
Then we'll walk back.
Okay. So, are we all heading out to the
Question.
jungle?
Welcome to the jungle. We got friends.
I really want to figure out this well, because nobody's told me that we already got the door open.
Okay. So what do
Each read it
you
from
try?
some-
Well, it responds to magic. I can't dispel magic. There's acid in the bottom. I can't move any of the stones. I'm just going to take the magic arrow that I had and just physically poke each of those 3 stones, like place it against it.
I love how you are solving problems just with different arrows. Like,
Basically just gonna enchant the arrow and then brace it up against it with the feathers on the ground so it sort of stands up against the pillars,
Okay.
and put one on each pillar and see if they...
I mean, we have
Do anything.
determined that he's the Walmart Green Arrow.
I can see him like opening wine bottles with arrows now. Like,
Well, yeah, if I don't have a
there's an
cord...
arrow for every occasion.
Sabering is a thing, so I guess why not use an arrow?
No,
Right.
then you have to use a saber.
So yeah, what does that do if I manage to touch a magic arrow to each of them at the same time?
So they're too far up in the wall, like they're at about chest level.
Oh, so I can rest an arrow on top of them?
You can try.
I'll try.
Or
Okay.
a trick where you have
Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Dirty saving throw. Oh, because I'm touching them.
Yep.
to 17.
Okay, let me double check DC on that.
16.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
So, touching just the single one, you take 30 magical lightning damage. And then you are shunted away from that globe.
How far?
Only about 5 feet.
So, from the other room, you hear... Shit!
I roll my eyes and go, what did we learn?
As Drow falls back out the door, going, my arm, I can't feel my arm.
Bold of you to assume that he learned anything.
No.
I can hope.
So, I'm gonna turn around, go back in there and be like, okay, so you can't touch them.
Brilliant deduction.
I'm gonna go back. Kibble, Ark, I need you guys.
You knew though?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to come in then. Kibble would like to stay out of the room, please. What are we doing?
Well, if you touch these things, they electrocute you really, really, really badly.
I worked that out.
But everything in here seems to respond to magic. I know if I enchant an arrow, it'll respond to it. You've got magical weapons. Can you hold a hammer, your maul, or something out towards one of these? Don't touch it, but get close to it and see if the magic reacts to it.
I'm going to pick you up and pull you out of the room. I'm going to hold my hammer towards the north.
Okay.
Not touching, but just like to see how it responds.
You see the lightning on the north wall kind of coalesce and point down towards the globe that's on the well.
It's on the what?
On the well.
One in front of the well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to slowly just try to guide it over.
It doesn't seem to change directions, but as you get closer to it, it does extend out that extra half inch.
As I get closer to the one on the wall or the one on the well?
The one on the wall.
So if I get closer to it, it'll go further out.
Correct.
I'm going to try to go just above this.
Okay.
How far out does it go?
Still the max, roughly 2 inches, but it's still pointed down towards that well space.
I think you should destroy that little stone at the bottom of the well.
The one that you dropped in there that you said corrodes everything?
Yeah, the well. Well, it's on the outside of the well. It's at the foot of the well. There's another one of these things that they seem to be pointing at, so let's destroy that and see what happens.
We could
Worst case.
We could also be destroying the only tool that we have to make this work.
Well, I mean, go big or go home, man.
So, we are hitting 9:30, so we're going to pause there, and I'm going to give you guys the week to think about how you want to fix this room.
Oh, I know how we're fixing it. I'm telling Art to smash that little stone. Let's roll this out and see what happens.
How we want to fix it. Some of it's just destroyed.
I don't think you understand the definition of the word fix, Drow.
Metagaming, we're already out of this room, so we really don't lose anything by destroying it. We possibly solve it with violence.
And with that, we'll come back next time.
Fine.
Many thanks to all our viewers and to the players for coming to play. See you guys next time.
Have a good night.